Okay, so which is the best upscaler? It's been a question that's been discussed many, many times, and obviously a lot of people aren't particularly taken with the whole concept of upscaling at all. And it's kind of like native resolution, or give me native resolution, or give me death almost in terms of like how, how the commentary can sometimes descend. But we've got Computer Base here that has done a blind test on native resolution rendering at 4K resolution versus DLSS 4.5 versus FSR 4, I believe, in the respective quality mode. So that's upscaling from 1440p, which will be basically representing, one of the very best cases, I guess, of how you would deploy those upscalers. And, ultimately the results are pretty clear. It looks like DLSS 4.5 is way ahead of the competition, way ahead of native resolution, and FSR 4 as well. Alex, reports in German. You're a fluent German speaker. And of course, you know a lot about upscaling. What do you make of these results and the methodology of how they were?
So the one thing that I actually cannot discern from the article, even in the German one, is they say they're using DLSS 4.5, but DLSS 4.5, they say quality mode for FSR. That is put there, but they say DLSS 4.5 as well as quality mode. I think it is referencing quality mode for both of them, but I'm not sure because 4.5 doesn't activate at quality mode. You know what I mean? Right. Using the recommended settings from NVIDIA, it only activates at performance mode, or I guess ultra performance mode. So I'm presuming it is. The interesting thing about this is it is preference of the best image, not a ranking preference.
Yes.
So it would actually be interesting. I think a lot of people would probably just say that based upon things like how much ghosting you see in an image, as well as general clarity, where DLSS 4.5 is going to be at the front, I think, like we've seen in our test and a lot of other channels testings. But I would be interested to see the ranking of which one you think is second place or third place, because I actually do think in a number of cases FSR 4 doesn't seem to do as well here as I thought it would versus native.
Yeah, good.
Because I think depending upon the game, you're going to see vastly different results. I think in a game like The Last of Us Part 2, it's very close to the native presentation there, but I actually think something like FSR would probably be better. Same things, it really is a game dependent thing, but I think in terms of like lack of ghosting, FSR should probably be better than the TAA, even if it lacks some fine, a little filigree detail right there. So this doesn't surprise me in the least bit, but I almost wish there was a ranking aspect of it, which they could always do in another test. By the way, amazing testing idea with like video, zooming, repeating, the ability to download, all that stuff. This is such a really cool idea. It's something that, if we had the time and budget and all this stuff that we don't, and manpower to do these things, this would be something that I would have loved to have done. But bravo to Computer Base for doing the amazing work here.
Mm-hmm. So I've seen the screenshot comparisons, but they're saying there's video.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now.
Video,
like, this is awesome. Wow. This is really, really cool what they've done here, because it really retains the image quality properties. I have a 3-way split here on this ultra-wide monitor, and yeah.
I understand now. They've got like a proper player that is able to deliver this like excellent quality.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. They're very large. They're like 300 to 400 megabytes, I believe, comparisons, because they're moving video.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
got it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Really, really well done.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I did actually get some PR from NVIDIA yesterday saying, hey, look at this computer-based stuff. Shows that DLSS is best. I mean, on the one hand, Alex, it's kind of validation of pretty much what we've been saying since we started doing image quality comparisons, pretty much from DLSS 2.0 onwards, right? But at the same time, the methodology of actually having it borne out, because the human eye is a weird thing, isn't it?
It is.
Really.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you see such differing results here. There's obviously going to be things that people subjectively appraise differently than others and then weight differently than others, right? Maybe they do see the thing that another person that thinks is objectively better, but they actually weight something differently. I think in the past, we've weighted stability of image over clarity, for example. I think that's just been like a general DF thing across the board. So I think if depending upon how you weight these things, you could actually have a different, because there's going to be a lot of instances where I think 4K TAA might have a higher level of stability than the other images due to the fact that it has reprojection ghosting all over it. So yeah, this is fascinating, but it's just so well done. I think it is using OCAT actually to work.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it appears to. Yeah.
Love it.
So they've built in OCAT into the web page.
It almost looks like OCAT, just in terms of like, this reminds me a lot of OCAT. I don't know if does the article say whether they used OCAT for this, like building it in, but it gives me OCAT vibes.
Interesting stuff. Do frame generation next, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh, that one's a bit hard though, due to the necessity of showing stuff at like 240 hertz.
Yeah, well, indeed.
Yeah. Good luck.